What's up, y'all? Real John King here, aka Rebel City Slim. Welcome to another random road story. Hey, this road story starts off in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I was doing a one nighter there in Hattiesburg. This had to be sometime in the 90s or maybe the late 80s. I'm not really sure. But anyhow, the thing about this story is I'm in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I think it was on like a Tuesday night, doing a one nighter. The next night, I had to be in South Beach, Florida, which is a hell of a long drive. I don't know how I ended up getting that routing with the booking that I made on that gig. I don't know if I booked it, somebody else booked it, but nevertheless, I had to be in South Beach on a Wednesday. And it started off on a Tuesday night. And I know that as soon as I get off that stage, I had to get in my car and start driving. And that's exactly what I did. I did that show. Got paid. I went straight to my car, got in, and started driving. And I had that 1985 Honda Civic four-door. It was gold. And luckily for me, Hondas are built like a tank. Because I get in this car, man, I get to driving. I get down to I-10 in the Panhandle of Florida. And I'm driving east on 10, headed towards Jacksonville, Florida. Now, at that time, the speed limit in Florida was like, I think, 70 miles an hour. And it's like the summertime, so it's, I don't know, 80, high 80s, low 90s. I don't know, 89, 91 degrees. It was hot. And my car is a four-cylinder, man. So, in order to drive 70 miles an hour, you warming that damn engine up. And what I didn't know was my radiator had a small pinhole in it. So over time, the coolant had been leaking out of it, but I didn't know it. So I'm driving on I-10, man. I get to right outside of Jacksonville, Florida, and I noticed that my temperature gauge was up in the red, which means the car had ran hot. So I like, man, of all the damn days, man, I do not need this because I can't afford to spend no time trying to get this car fixed. So I pull over in the gas station, raise my hood, and my radiator is hot as hell, man. So somehow I get the cap off the radiator. Well, there wasn't no water shooting up out of there because there wasn't no damn water in there. So I'm like, man, I got to get some fluids in this thing and I got to get back on this road. So I go, well, it's hot, so let me see if I can cool it off by putting some water in it first. So I put some water in it, and the damn radiator's so hot, the water just bubbling back up. The water won't even stay in it. It's just shooting back up in steam and bubbling back out, man. So I got to sit there and let the I had a water hose, so I had the water hose in there, man. I just had to let it run for a while until it just kind of got it cool enough to where the water would stay in. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to get some water in there, and I closed the radiator. I put the radiator cap back on, but I didn't put coolant in there. And water will boil will boil quicker than coolant. Coolant would have took a higher, a longer time before it starts evaporating or boiling over. So I get back in my car, man, because I got no time to waste. I think it was I-95. I get on I-95 and I'm heading south. And I'm driving, man, and I'm watching my needle inch back up towards the red. I go, man, this thing gonna run hot again. I said, I do not have any time to stop and mess around with this car. So what I did was I turned my heater on and I put the temperature all the way up in the hot, and I turned the fan all the way on. Turned the fan on full blast because I knew that would draw some of the heat off the motor. So this car didn't have no air conditioning in it. It's 90 something degrees. I'm driving south on 95. No time to waste, man. I'm sweating like hell. It's hot as hell in this car. The heat blasting in this car. But that little trick of turning the heater on and turn the fan on, it kept the car from going all the way up into the red and where it would, be at a dangerous level. So I'm driving like hell, man, down 95. I ain't stopping for nothing but gas, man. So I finally get down to Miami. Now, South Beach is an island, and you have to take a bridge from Miami, from South Miami over to the island, which is South Beach. And so I drive over to South Beach. Now, South Beach is predominantly Cuban people. And they're Cubans with money. There ain't no broke Cubans living over there. There ain't no broke people living over there, period. South Beach is very expensive, very exclusive. So I drive over to South Beach, man. I check into my hotel room. I got my car in the parking deck. And I'm trying not to drive it at all, man, because I'm thinking, man, I'm probably done warped my heads on this thing because it, ran hot on me. So I had to do a show there. It was a Wednesday through Saturday. So I get ready for the show that night. And I go over to the club. And I'm going to cut this off right now because this story is going to take a while. And I don't want to have it one long video. So I'm going to have to do it in 2 parts. So I'll start it up on part 2. Take care.